Okay, hey guys, I just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about some of the updates I've made to my build recently. This is going to be aimed more towards some of the endgame players who might be close to best in slot already. I've moved away from brutals completely and gone over to black ice enchantments. I'll go over each one of my builds really quickly. I have different build for single target, different build for AoE Conqueror, and then I now have a third tactician build, and I'll talk about that a little bit too, I guess. But I've moved away from brutals completely, and I've gone to black ice enchantments. Let me just go to combat here. And the reason behind that is because I can supplement the critical strike that I lose with this mount power here. So overall you get a little bit more stats. You're going to see a little bit of boost to recovery, you're going to see an increase in power, and critical strike is still going to be, you know, it's over 90%, which is all you really need, because once your capstone procs you get to 100% and you're good. Okay, what is next? Alright, single target build I use not too much has changed. You know, Shadow Stalker's there. Critical strike is where it needs to be. Armor pen's a little bit higher on this build. It's a little bit too high, but I can't really figure out a way to balance that yet, because I don't feel like I'm losing any offensive stats by doing that. And again, I still have all black ice and oh wait, I'm still using brutals there. All right, never mind. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I just need to switch those brutals out for. I don't think I'll lose any crit. No, I should still be fine on crit. Alright, and okay, but the main reason is because I'm preparing for mod 16. You guys might know by now that Thomas Foss, in his talk with Nova, he said that he wants his tanks to just be tanks or whatever, and that means there's a DPS nerf coming to Guardian Fighter. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. My guess is that Knight's Challenge will no longer be doubling our damage. I'm pretty sure that's going to be affected somehow, so we may not be as good single target anymore, and then you're going to see, because of that, you're going to see a demand for tacticians. Now, I don't want to necessarily give up. If I am forced to make the switch to tactician, I don't want to have to completely give up my DPS. So, you know, I put together this build with tactician. I would go over it in more detail, but you know, I've got the Lycosa's arms and the Cursebringer ring, and together these two things kind of maintain a pretty. You can see here on the target dummy that it's proccing the paralysis, which is keeping crushing pin procs basically non-stop. Like, I don't even really have to do anything to proc crushing pin, so that's gonna free me up to basically play however I want. There you go, you can see it again. Crushing pin is active again always. And another thing about this tactician build, when you're using all black ice enchantments, is you can proc up to, you know, almost 30,000 recovery in some situations without sacrificing too much critical strike either. Yeah, here I'm running 4,000 recovery instead of 4,000 crit. And when I'm going DPS, I run 4,000 crit instead of 4,000 recovery. But you can see with using basically the same set of enchantments throughout all these builds, you have both a viable tactician build with super high recovery, and you also have a DPS build with super high recovery. And we also know that moving forward in mod 15, Griffin's Wrath cooldown has changed, so that when it comes off cooldown, you get all 3 charges back. So yet another reason to start stacking recovery. So if you can stack recovery without sacrificing your 100% crit chance, then go for it. Black Ice enchantments have definitely been a way for me to do that. And now, again, it's not for everybody, because in order to pull it off, I have to have not only rank 14s, but I also have to have, you know, the 4,000 crit or recovery bonus. So I guess it's a little bit more of an expensive build, but if you feel like you're in a place where you can start planning ahead for the future, it's definitely a good idea. I don't think I have much more to say on this, but yeah, that's my plan for surviving mod 16, is start moving away from brutals towards black ice, so that way I can easily run either an effective DPS loadout or tactician loadout, you know, without needing. It's pretty hassle free. All right, that's it. I'm just gonna upload this how it is. Me being awkward and all. Okay. Have a good day.